this is the weirdest thing. Everything on my page is gone. My desktop is empty. And I don't know why. I don't know what happened. Everything on my desktop is empty. What is that about? Help! Technology. Angels. My name is Jenna. This is 11:11 with Jenna. I'm here 7 days, 7 nights, 14 times a week. What? You really do this 7 days, 7 nights, 14 times a week? I do. I really do. And if I'm not here, then Patty's here. And if Patty's not here, we haven't figured that out yet. I'm going public right now. I am editing the privacy and going public. Done. And hello, William D. Yeah, everything. So all my my music files that I use for the show they just disappeared. My clapping and all that stuff. Anyway, it is Friday, September 2nd. And Julie, Luce. 111 degrees today, right? That's intense. Did you work today? Was school closed on Monday, right? You have to do a show from the school sometime. I know, just like you alone in the bathroom or something. Just walk around, if you could. William D, what am I gonna do with my laptop? It all went away. If I go I don't want to quit music because, I don't have all that stuff. I don't know, it's very strange. All the photos of Lillian are gone, except for the main one, but there were 10 photos of Lillian right here, and then all my Coronaroki and Coronaroki intro and all that stuff. Well, yeah, we got to do the YouTube thing. And then you'll just go to YouTube and you'll find the show, right? It'll be easy. It'll be a, what's happening? I don't know. Hi, Pat. So I have something for display and share, but I think, Julie, were you going to come on and display and share? And I don't know if Patty is going to make it on or not. Patty Loman, Patty Loman. Are you going to Harley us out tonight? If not, it's all good. I'll show you mine and then I'll show you mine and you show me yours and then we'll all just go away for the night. I went to the Outsiders Art Fair today. Judith Racht has an art gallery in Harbert. Ah. Yeah, that's hot. I weeded today. Hey, check it out. I can't go, ladies and gentlemen. Bounce, 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 bounce. Julie Luce. Where'd you go, Julie? Hey there. Can you hear me?
Hi there. I had to find my unmute button.
You gave the girls baggies with ice and cool wash rags to take them.
Yes, I did. Yeah, because it was I didn't do that yesterday and we were stuck in some traffic for a while because it took, I don't know, more than 20 minutes to get to where their mom was, and then a repeat today we tried to go a different route and left a little earlier, but we were stuck in 5 o'clock traffic yesterday and it was toasty. So anyway, but that worked out better. Reagan had the ice pack, and they had the little rag around their neck. So it was much better. And then I used it on the way back to the house.
Now, are you dog
Oh.
sitting soon?
I will start that tomorrow. Yeah. So that I know I was worried. I thought, oh, I told Jenna I was going to do a display and share. And then I go, but I'll be at their house. And then I remembered that I don't go there till tomorrow. So
And where are they going?
they're going up to visit their dad. So Josh is living in by Sacramento. He took a job last November, and their plan had been to move up there at the end of summer, but that didn't materialize, and housing is ridiculous everywhere. So Charlie's finishing the 6th grade here at her school, and Reagan's in 1st grade now, and so
And then they're going to move?
well, and then the plan is they're supposed to be moving out of town. So I'm thankful for another year with the girls and maybe going trick or treating again. So
Was
yeah.
it trick or treat Halloween, or was it Christmas that you won the?
Oh, Halloween, and they're doing a contest again this year.
That's how fast a year goes by.
I know. So anyway, I've already been
moved
thinking.
in August?
I moved in June 15th. We got the keys, so it's been a little over a year. Yeah. Yeah, it's just I mean, look how long you've been providing us with all of our joy daily.
Thanks, Julie.
Yeah. So
I'm just here.
Anyway.
People go, got any big plans this weekend? I go, yeah, I have this really cool friends that are going to be on my show. That's my, and that's
well, where are they?
well, they're right here. Her name's Julie Luce. Hi, John.
Yeah,
DeFazio.
that's sweet.
John and I were unfriended for some reason. I didn't unfriend you, John. I don't know what happened. Wow, that's crazy. So because you were able to decorate your house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What'd they give
Yeah,
you?
it was
apple
all
or
outside.
something?
That would have been nice. I actually, I believe I got a $25 Amazon gift card that I have not used yet. I guess I need to figure out how to do that.
Wow.
So, or give it to someone for a gift, maybe. I'm going to see if I can move my
buy
my
something
little
for you.
display.
Buy something for you.
So, you do a display and share?
No, I said buy something for you.
Oh, buy something for me. Oh, well, I would.
Or for the girls, something for you.
Kind of like to share. Yeah.
Something for you and the girls.
Yeah. So we'll see.
For $25 on Amazon.
Yeah, I know. I could take. Charlie loves to, believe it or not, here she is in the 6th grade, and she enjoys going to Goodwill and looking for good buys at Goodwill. So yeah.
I can't give her a standing ovation because it's gone.
Weird. Yeah. So she enjoys doing that. She got some cute jeans the other day in shorts, and yesterday the cute little shirt she was wearing, she'd gotten at Goodwill, and so she loved it. So that's fun.
William's doing karaoke tonight. How fun, William. Did you sing a song? You a Johnny Cash guy? Hello. Melanie Demore.
Is Melanie coming on?
I don't know. Melanie, are you going to come on the show? Display and share?
So it's not finished. My display and share is not quite finished yet, but it's started. Well, I'll show you what it is if I can figure out. So I went to my cousin's in Kingsburg last Friday night, and she was working on a little art project, and then she had beads and I'm so challenged with tying knots. I used to pray when they come into the drugstore and order a balloon, please, can you tie your own knot?
Oh, you mean you'd hand them the balloon, but I
am so terrible. So I was using embroidery.
Why didn't that lady tie the balloon?
Yeah, I know. Well, eventually they got this little thing on the tank that you could pull down, and it had a clip. And if you pulled it right, it would seal the balloon. But Yeah, I just used to panic because I am not a good knot tyer. I would not make a good sailor but I did macrame, when I was in high school, and you could do the square knots and that kind of thing. But these balloon knots, that's just way beyond me. I get my fingers in it and couldn't get them out. So anyway, I was doing this project. I got to pick out, she had all these different glass bead colors. And then another challenge for me was the 6-strand embroidery thread. Well, trying to thread through a teeny tiny hole that you can't see is quite the challenge. But this is kind of what mine turned out to be. And I haven't finished the top because I'm going to put either fabric or something else at the top. So this is I don't know, can you see it?
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah. So anyway, it's got all these different colors. I did aquas, and there's some lavender and some pink. And then down here it has just a little tiny bell. I thought that was kind of cute. So anyway,
she had all these beads at the house.
Yes, she has all these. She does some jewelry, and she does for fun, and she does cutouts, and she had a really nice wall hanging I've always admired on her door going out to the backyard. And it's got a lot more beads than I did, but that was about as much as I could handle.
That's really beautiful. And if it goes in the wind, is there a wind chime element to this?
It could make some noise.
You have the bell.
But I'm not going to take it. And the bell does make some noise, but I'm not going to take it out in the weather, because maybe if I'd done fishing line.
No,
but,
if you could, I have mine in the window. Armando and I have our own. We have a little thing
nice
wind chime.
So I put it on the blind. So
colors.
Yeah, thanks. I put it on the blind so you could see it better. But right now, I've been hanging it at you see my little lamp right here.
Yeah.
So I've been hanging it on my lamp right there so I could see it in the day. So I thought maybe gave it some color.
We're a round of applause for you.
Oh, thank you. So that was my display and share for you. Thanks. So it was fun. That was fun.
How long did it take you to do that?
Oh my gosh. Once I got going, it wasn't too bad. That the holes are so tiny, and then trying to thread that string through was quite the challenge. And then I'd have to tie the knot, and you kind of start at the bottom, and she goes, do one whole strand at a time. Well, she kept bumping my tray, and then all my pattern would move over or whatever, and so I'd have to rearrange. And I finally got, I think, down to one, and I go, I think I'm going to make a little change in the lineup here, because we bumped it too many times. But it turned out okay. But it took with all the tying and everything, I'm going to say it took me every bit of 3 hours. So it was, I kept looking at the clock going, I've got to leave. I have to get home. So because I had my car last Saturday or Friday and Saturday. And then I was going to switch it out with my son, Justin, and I was going to drive the Jeep. Josh and Amanda have kept Steve's Jeep. And because Justin's car was not going to be fixed. It just wasn't, it wasn't feasible to fix it. And anyway, so when he took the Jeep, and the Jeep doesn't like going over 60, 65 miles an hour, you think the whole thing's going to shake. It's just, he pulled over. He just thought everything was falling apart. So I said, I told you to take my car. It has air conditioning. He doesn't care about air conditioning. He's just as happy rolling the window down. He's a happy camper. So anyway, yeah, he ended up taking my car after that, because he works he works down 99. I mean, 12 miles doesn't sound very far, but when you're in that traffic and all different times of day and then out and around, he needed a car he could get dependable places. And I don't have to go that far for work. So it's just a couple miles. So I don't mind, it's just kind of interesting to get used to driving the Jeep and you feel like your steering goes, every which way.
It's
And you kind of hike up into it.
How long have you had that Jeep?
I can't remember how long Steve and I had it. We actually found it parked in the old Toys R Us parking lot, and Steve had always wanted a Jeep, and it had a for sale sign on it, and it was a young man who lived up by Friant, and I think he was getting married, and the Jeep wasn't gonna work out, and it's a 2001, same year as my Honda, so it's not a real new Jeep, but it made him happy, and so we got that. So I can't remember how many years we've had it, but and that's what we drove for a long time exclusively. We just drove the Jeep, and I do remember going off road up by Dinky with some other friends that had Jeeps, and there were 2 times that I got out of the Jeep and I walked because I was mortified.
Why?
And as we got in some really tight places and some really,
I don't really want to be in. I'd rather walk. I'll walk.
yeah. So I'm getting out here.
I've been there.
Yeah, but this is a good walking spot for me. And then there was a much easier way we could have gone up for the lookout, and we went home that way. But there was a kid that we'd seen earlier in the day that had like a Tacoma size pickup, not a full size, with a roll bar. And apparently he'd gone up one of those ways earlier in the day and he rolled it and his roll bar was bent. And so I'm like, why are you taking me this way?
I don't need to do that.
I'm walking. But we all survived and came home. But some good memories. We've got some nice pictures, and not all of us are, still on the planet that were in that picture and on that trip. So some nice memories from that. But
It's beautiful.
yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Good, thanks. So besides trying to stay cool or out of storms, what are people doing this weekend?
What is the temperature right now? It's really warm up here where I am.
I bet.
It's not 111.
Uh-huh.
73 degrees
Well,
right.
73 out, but it's
Is it muggy?
82 inside here right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's muggy.
Uh-huh.
But, it's not snowing.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of prefer the heat over the cold. So I'm one of the few people I think that still like summer more than winter. But I don't like
I
being
like
cold.
summer. I like fall. I love fall.
Fall, yeah, fall and spring are gorgeous, and but I'm not a big fan of winter. So anyway,
Oh man.
that's
So I went to what's called an outsiders art fair this evening.
uh-huh.
And it's a really interesting. They've been doing it for about I think 27, 28 years. Judith Racht. And she's fabulous. She's has a gallery and provides spaces for all these artists and collectors that have jewelry and blankets and quilts and paintings and rocks and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I found a couple things that I liked. There was some silver beads that I really liked, but I ended up not doing that. And then I found something. My sister collects spheres,
Oh.
petanque balls,
Uh-huh.
not just a regular baseball, but it's really special. Like I have this, but she can't have it. My rose quartz
Oh, right. Uh-huh.
Here that I'm gonna hold for a while this moment. And I'm just getting a show me those 3:30 to know the first now comes from my mother. Huh. Interesting message I just received. Anyway, I saw something tonight when I first arrived, and I thought Lisa would really like this. So I took a photograph of it and I sent it to her, and she goes, "Oh, that's so cool! I love it." I go, "Do you want it?" And she said, "No, it's okay. I'm enjoying just the beauty of it." And I said, "Okay." And then about an hour later, she said, "I want it. Yeah, I want it." And it was closed. She was closed, but there were
Oh
people still there.
no.
And I walked in, I said, "There's something I
Uh,
want to buy." And this man was just buying it. It was closed.
no.
He heard me talking about it and ran in there
Oh no.
and
Uh-huh.
because he was right near where I was talking about. I said there was this really cool thing.
Uh-huh.
And he ran in and he got it. And I looked at him and I said, You heard me talking about this?" "Yeah." And he goes, "Yeah, but," and I go, "And I really wanted to buy it from my sister." And he goes, "Okay." So he sold it to me.
Oh wow. Well, at least you didn't go,
Yeah,
too
he could
bad,
have.
so sad.
It's an it's
Wow.
an antique bowling ball.
Uh-huh.
It's really heavy.
Oh my goodness.
It has the holes in it and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, if I dropped it, it would crack. It would break my foot or it would break the
Mm.
floor.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
bowling ball.
So is it like a resin that is that what
No,
they
it's
make their
wood.
balls? Oh, it is what it's hard for me to tell.
Yeah, it's totally wood.
Oh my gosh. That's neat.
So I have it for at least. So I'm gonna have to carry this with me. It's
Yep,
interesting.
it'll
I
be
don't know if
like
I'll be able to carry it on the
remnants of
plane or
taking a
not.
glass head.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
wondering.
I'm sure you will. If I can take a glass head, surely you can take a wooden bowling ball.
I don't know because they might think it's a what do you call it? It's a
It is an art
weapon.
object. Yeah, no,
Isn't
it's
it?
an art object.
Isn't it cool, Patty? I know. I think I want to.
Wow, that's very neat.
Yeah, if you can take a glass
Well,
head,
enjoy it for now.
or
Yeah.
I can't really say it's a cookie jar.
No,
No,
it's
he
an
did
art
not sell it to me
object.
for a profit, William. He heard me talking about it. I said, "Yeah, I think I want
Uh-huh.
to get that." And then I ran in and I went down the back stairs and I saw him and I went, "Dude, I was just gonna come. You heard I was talking." He goes, "Yeah, I heard you." I go, "Please, I really want to buy it for my sister." And he goes, "All right." No, he didn't charge me extra.
Nice.
Isn't that cool?
Very nice. Yeah.
That's my display and share for the night. Did you see last
That's
night?
very nice. Um,
Were you here
I'm
with
having trouble remembering
the plant
what
whisperer?
with who?
The plant
Oh,
whisperer,
yes. Uh-huh.
Elliot,
Yes.
Elliot
Uh-huh.
Gallagher.
Yeah.
I saw this really cool big sign that said corn, and I was gonna buy it, but I bought,
Oh, that
'cause
instead. Was it spelled with a C or a K?
we were talking about corn last night
Uh-huh.
or porn.
But did the sign yeah.
Corn,
Did the sign have was it spelled with a C or a K?
CORN.
Okay. Yeah.
Selling what on
As
eBay?
opposed to what was it the band?
Elliot, we were just talking about you. I was asking Julie if she saw the show last night. And I remember you made a couple of comments, so of course you were there. Fun.
And I
Thank you.
have to rack my brain.
I know, I do too. People go, "Who's on tonight?" I go, "I don't know. Maybe Elliot's going to come back." But this is my display and share for the night. point
Very
on the
nice. And
on the cob. What?
okay, and then did we decide, was it going to be a Sunday night that you were thinking about maybe having a search for a change in the kitchen area? You know, like, did you move a bowl? Did you, that kind of a thing? Was I dreaming, or was that a possibility?
I did move something. You didn't notice.
Okay. Well, I'm looking at my phone, so it's very, very small. So, oh, lovely. Aren't those beautiful flowers?
They're pretty, right? They're my Princess Leia if I
Yes,
go
they
like,
are. Uh-huh. Yeah, very nice.
but I have to go pretty close. Hey T, story night on Sunday night. Sunday night is going to be where you tell a story.
Okay. All right. Well, I
You
already
gotta
told my
come on and tell
story,
a
so
story. So yeah,
I'll listen to somebody else.
wooden bowling ball.
There's
Don't
a
bowling balls have three holes in them though?
typically
Yeah, this
one thumb, two fingers.
this
Yeah.
one just has two.
Uh-huh. Well, it might have been for a very special person. What can I tell you?
Nice one, Julie.
Anyway, all
Nice
righty. Well,
one.
I'll get off so you can
No, I think
invite
I'm
someone
going.
else.
I don't think anybody else is coming on, so I think we can say goodnight.
Okay. All righty. I did I'm the girls, when I brought the girls over, they're still like, why do you have everything 4th of July up still? Because everything's red, white, and blue inside and outside. My shirt today was red, white, and blue.
Wow,
And I
that's
go,
pretty.
well, it's kind of in honor still of Labor Day. So I left it everything red, white, and blue, and then I'll change it. But like even my, my Christmas tree that I do all the different holidays and everything. And then I'm gonna really miss this. I don't know. Can you see my bouquet?
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so I'm
And
gonna really miss
can
that.
you incorporate it into the Christmas tree?
Well, I'm gonna change everything to fall colors.
Oh.
So
Are you a
everything
pumpkin
was
spice person?
as far as drinking pumpkin
Like,
spice.
are you like one of those people that can't wait for pumpkin spice to happen?
No, no, that's not me. So in fact, that I was probably disappointing to my mother because she made the most delicious pumpkin pies with they she used half and half and kicked you out of the kitchen, made her own crust and everything. And I always asked for apple pie or pecan pie, and nobody in my family cares for pecan pie. But I loved her homemade apple pies too. Pumpkin pie has never been my favorite thing.
I don't care
So
for it. Sweet
yeah.
potato pie, I'll have a little piece sometime.
Uh-huh.
Still
Yeah.
drinking pumpkin spice. So William is a pumpkin spice flavor
Uh-huh.
person.
There are a lot of people that are just big pumpkin spice
I like cinnamon.
fans.
I like
Yes, I
nutmeg.
like cinnamon.
I just
Mhm.
don't understand the pumpkin part.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. It gives them something to look forward to. Like I look for crocus in February. So,
Do you?
yes, I like to see that the first signs of spring. And so I look for little things like the crocus and then daffodils. And so, yeah.
That's so sweet. You're such a nice person.
Well, I've got my ornery side too. Don't we all have that flip coin?
Do you ever get mad at school?
Do I get mad at school? I have been known to say Shania Twain a few times. That's my thing when a kid, usually it can be an adult that just like
Shania
makes you roll
Twain?
your
I'm
eyes.
missing
Shania
something.
Twain,
Oh,
because you can't say anything bad at school. So I just go, Shania Twain. I don't ask me why, but that's always been what
I
I could
love
say.
Shania Twain.
Yeah, and I do
I liked
too.
her
And
when
I
she was
saw her
married
in
to his son.
concert, but so I guess, so maybe that makes me feel better. So when I say
I love
Shania
Shania.
Twain, I can't be mad. But
I guess
and
I'll
we had
start
a
saying that now too instead of
yeah,
Shania Twain.
it's ornery when you have a kid today, for instance, that just sits there and continues to consume his bag of chips when he knows he's not supposed to eat in class. And it's like, ask you to put those away. I asked you nicely to put those away. And you just want to go, you want to use your mom voice all of a sudden, go, darn it, just put them away. But you can't.
You have to be nice to them too.
Yeah. And, but I have a little girl yesterday tried to pull the same thing, wrap her bag of chips in a paper towel, and then pretend just to put them off to the side. It's like, just put them in your backpack, eat them when you go out the door. It's not going to be that long. And then you turn your back and the next thing you know, they're on her chair next to her. And it's like, so I just took them up to the front counter, and it's like, hey, you can have them later, but you can't have them now. I don't know. Or the first couple of days you're walking in the classroom and you don't understand why your right foot doesn't move, and you're in the classroom. And it's like, oh, I've stepped in gum, because they've lifted the no
They
gum
allow them
policy.
to eat gum?
They have lifted that policy this
What?
year.
They let
allowing
them
gum.
chew gum?
They're chewing gum. Some of the teachers I work with absolutely do not allow gum in their classrooms, but I don't know. Why
If
are we
you
making
chew gum,
things?
like a cinnamon gum, it
Uh-huh.
actually it's good for your brain.
Uh-huh. Well, maybe that's what they're thinking. I stepped in blue gum, so it wasn't cinnamon.
Hey, Johnny Border. Johnny Border's here.
Oh, that's fun.
I know. I
Yeah.
miss him. I was in his area yesterday, and actually I was out at Judith Rack's tonight, Johnny
Mm.
Border, and I think I'll go back tomorrow or the next day after that. So maybe we can hang a minute. Wow,
There you
blue
go.
gum.
Blue gum. Yeah.
I remember one time my mom and I were at a movie theater.
Hmm.
We saw the Omar Sharif movie, Mama.
Oh, Dr. Shivago?
Dr. Zhivago. I was
Oh.
like 7, and I kept going, what? What? We need to see that again. So we're sitting in the Southtown theaters, and all of a sudden the movie's over, and we're leaving, and she goes, I can't get up. I go, what? She had this really pretty white coat
Mm.
with a little,
Mhm.
fur thing around it. I can't get up. Is someone holding me from behind? And I go, what are you talking about? And then I said, come on, let's get up. And she gets up, and there was this big blot of gum
Oh
stuck on the
no.
chair that stuck to her white coat.
Horrible.
But it wasn't blue.
Yeah. Maybe they didn't have blue then. In Fresno tomorrow, I think, and I don't think it came about because it's going to be so hot and movies would be the place to go. But I think some of the theaters are offering any movie tomorrow for $3
Just to get
instead of,
people into the
yeah,
cool
people.
air.
Yeah. So
I
anyway,
remember living up in Mendocino and driving down to Santa Rosa to
uh-huh.
cool, or drive over to Mendocino to cool off, but it's a little easier sometimes to just drive to Healdsburg and go sit in somewhere cool. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's nice.
Yeah. So that'll be.
Are you going to go to a movie?
No, actually, a friend called me up that I haven't seen in, well, months and months. And we used to go together up Minarets High School, and she lives up in the foothills toward Helen. She's also friends with Helen. And so she had called me up earlier this week and wanted to know if she could take me to lunch for a belated birthday. So,
Wow.
yeah, so we're going to meet for lunch. She'll drive down and I'll meet her. Like
Happy belated
Northern
birthday.
Fresno.
Keep
Yeah,
celebrating.
yeah. So it'll be another little celebration. So that'll be fun. So it'll be nice to
One of
see
these
her.
days, we need to figure out when we can be in the same room at the
I
same time.
know. Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, that would be great.
But
Of course,
I think
I'd be bugging you to sing. So
that's okay. I'll sing for you. But I think the weekend of my birthday, I am going to do the fundraiser because that'll be
oh, okay. Yeah.
my party.
So are you going to do it on the weekend or because your birthday is not on the weekend, if I
When's my birthday?
remember correctly. I'd have to flip. Where's my calendar?
September.
Let's see, August. Let me flip to October. Oh, went past it to November. Okay, 24th.
24th is on a Saturday, isn't it?
October 24th on my calendar looks like a Monday.
Oh,
I don't know.
my phone's doing October
Am I
24th
in?
is a Monday.
Yeah,
Weird. I
yeah,
wonder
that's what
why
I thought.
it's showing here that it's. How weird is that?
I don't know. I was starting to think that I had the wrong calendar.
I think my iPad it needs to be updated somewhere along the way.
I keep telling my phone no. I'm afraid that they'll do something and I won't be able to find what little bit I can find now.
We're all there. Thank you, Patty Loman, for sharing the show. Stray dogging it. Yep, we did. We stray dogged it yesterday. Maybe sometime you can come this way, Julie.
I would love that. Yeah, one of these
Really,
days that would be
you would
awesome.
really like it here a lot.
I know. I would. And then maybe I could do my the item on my bucket list and that would be Mackinac Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah. That would be my somewhere in
Well, come
time.
on. Plan it.
Have to do that.
We'll go to Mackinac.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll have to work on that.
All right.
All right.
You have a letter for me? Because
Let's see. What haven't we done for a while? Have we done an R recently?
not that I don't know. I don't know.
Not for any particular. Well, I could say it was R for Reagan. I don't.
R for Reagan, your granddaughter, and Charlie to your granddaughter. Tomorrow you'll be with your granddogs. Oh, Julie, Julie, I wish I could give you a standing ovation, but tonight I don't know. It's in preservation. I don't know what to say. It's all gone, all gone, all gone. So I will have to figure that out. Maybe turn it off and start it again. And then we will be doing it again. And I hope that all of you stay safe, stay healthy, and be real nice. Of course, come on back once or twice. Jeff Metzger, Gary Lambert, Jenna Mammina, and story time with all of you. So hey, hey, Julie, 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 thanks for showing us your beauty. Oh, the art that you created. All right, for here we've got it. So, from your thoughts, make them real cool thoughts from your words. Remembering kind of words, and always, always a Reagan kind of heart.
Cute.
For her. When's her birthday?
Her birthday is July 18th, and Charlie's birthday was July 13th, and mine was July 10th.
The day after Mitch's.
Yeah.
So happy birthday. Keep celebrating this life, you know?
Yeah. Well,
no
we have
pressure.
to. Every day is
Every
another
day.
gift, right?
Every single minute.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Lots.
All right.
Julie Luce, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Love hard.
Real hard. Bye.